Note, the following episode and arc will contain serious discussions of imperialism and colonialization, and all of the nightmares that come with that. This is a quick content warning for anyone coming into this recent arc. Just be forewarned. Creation. A world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have and can pull it back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they are too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as aura.
I hear singing, but there's no one there. I smell blossoms, but the trees are bare.
Korak as Lythander.
Gaio! Dreaming! I got it in one piece. Oh god! Please help me! Please, my wallet is going to the sea now!
Alatos as Gavel.
Wait a second, this isn't the
And
Witcher.
Gibberish as everyone else. My heart goes doki doki. Oh god, no! Two doki doki! Two doki doki! Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, for the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
We didn't get the dick! I wanted the dick, but we didn't get the dick!
So, we killed a
All right,
big
let's-
giant demon.
Let me take care of the recap then, if you'd rather me do that.
I failed the promise, but we will try to fulfill that promise by getting a silicon version of the dick. I will,
He's already rolling on this. I don't think we
also
can stop him.
eat a bagel. Remember, folks, you have to eat bagels. Bagels are delicious.
Octavian lived up to the hype
No, you
from
don't.
those insane dice rolls he
Yes,
kept
and I
getting.
almost one-shotted him. I forced his hand.
Oh my goodness,
Immediately.
yes.
You forced him to use his one royal guard.
Yeah, immediately, though. That's the fun thing.
You also killed his mount and debuffed him for the entire fight. Also, the Deadeye only lost one guy, which is... And he's still around as a ghost, so it's lending further ranks to the Deadeye's ghost
To which
block.
Lythander leads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also. Oh yes, we also
right.
got a rebrand
dare
for the
Rex.
Daydites.
Which
They
is
are now
important.
the Ashen Ones.
Which is important for the Ashen Ones going forward, because the reason that the corporate rebranding had to happen was because of a oath-sworn promise with agents of the Wyld Hunt to not level all of the environment and keep things gentlewomanly-like.
You're digging. The pit is
getting.
getting wider and deeper
Mhm.
every single word with every word you say.
What?
I'm gonna cut
What
that
the-
bit.
Oh goodness.
It's a joke because of how strong they are. Well,
Yeah, that's why.
I realized my mistake.
Oofa doofa.
Yeah. We'll be moving on then.
You know what? Do you know what also wants to get wider and deeper?
I
it-
swear
speaking
to
of dates-
Jebediah.
This coincides with a day or two after the grand battle against Octavian. After the initial prelude to festivities was done of, there were, just because only one person died, a lot of people were injured pretty badly by Octavian. We're talking, several people have legitimately lost limbs and need treatment in regards to that. Others have pretty bad broken bones that will take some weeks to months to heal, and more lighter injuries. I would say probably at the moment about half the Deadeye are currently in shape to go into fight again. The rest need time to heal.
Oh goodness.
But
All right.
you still won.
Woo!
The Deadeye are one
Yeah.
of the only armies to ever stand up against the might of a second circle demon in the Age of Sorrows. And perhaps the only one to win.
Let's go.
A large chunk.
That's why they're the GOAT!
Yes.
Baby, that's why they're the best.
It turns out when you unite several martial tribes with each other and form them into one unified fighting force, pump them full of infernal magic, they can punch way above mortal weight classes. Which is what they're gonna need, because your friend, question mark, Obscura? They're coming way sooner than the Wyld Hunt's coming way sooner than expected. She knew this and turns out deliberately didn't tell you about the real timetable, because something about the exact circumstances of when they're arriving will end up blowing up in their faces to some extent, or will fulfill some other scheme she had. Unfortunately, that was the result of flubbing her bindings way back when you summoned her early in Act 2.
Yep, and
I did
surprisingly,
not.
Gavel took it well,
Lythander
despite
did not.
this.
Yeah, unfortunately,
had-
your romantic relationship with her is now tarnished.
And that wasn't her one lie.
Vine boom.
Yeah, her one lie was, you bound me.
Yep.
Like, those are the lies she
Or
has
turns
on
into
hand in her
ash.
intelligence.
I
network,
must
by the way.
go,
She has
my
a shitload
people need
more.
me.
Those are just the ones that are conduits for mystic power.
For the moment.
She's playing a massive game of Tetris at all times.
That's fair.
We open on a small farm, several days travel away from Ghaffari. It is not Janest's hometown. That is further up in the scavenger lands of the 100 Kingdoms, past the trade routes of Shampur, which she came down on this route. However, it is very well put together for a local farming community. It is one of the tributaries for the Tiger's Nest Coalition, which is the closest this region of the world has to anything resembling a quote-unquote good government. Mainly because it's several city-states banded together to oppose Prasad and fight against his expansionism.
Let's go.
Yeah, Gavel. So at least one of Gavel of the tribes that compose the Ashen Ones may or may not be natives to one of these city-states in some form before immaculate monks kind of did their religious proselytizing and attacks things. Because unfortunately, when you have the attitudes of Catholic missionaries and give them supernatural martial arts, things can get ugly.
Very badly.
Yes. They don't seem to be here right now. Odd.
Huh.
However, what is also odd is there's a crap ton of food as you are entering. Like, there are comically large fields of wheat, of rice, and all sorts of plants that everyone knows at a glance. Wait, these aren't supposed to grow in this section of the world. What the hell? At the very edge of it is a farmhouse, which is raised on stilts of bundled wheat and bamboo, and in the house is Janest. And with Janest is a dinner table set for two.
Lythander walks up to the dinner table.
It is suspended 10 feet in the
I
air.
can fly.
That you can, but it's not you being invited for the dinner date.
I will still
What?
turn into a burb and sit on the table.
Aye.
Okay.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Let's
tweet.
roll Janest's tertiary pool of...
Yay.
Lythander explodes.
Good, I was just describing the dinner date with Janest being set up at the edge of the Tiger's Nest Coalition. Janest doesn't know it's Lythander. She thinks it's a bird.
Tweet, 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 tweet. All the birds go tweet, tweet, tweet. In the
She feeds you a crumb of bread.
room. Oh.
You were all invited here for a feast to celebrate the massive military victory you had against an enormous
I
demon.
do know.
Mm-hmm.
I helped.
Like, that was... Like, Tiger's Nest was told that a bunch of victorious heroes vanquished a beast that would have flattened essentially the entire coastline. And you guys are invited here as
Get over
essentially
here. We're
public
celebrating
servants
our
to celebrate a good work and get the medals from the end of A New Hope. but
Hey.
1,000 of them. It's gonna be a very long ceremony.
Let's go.
But
Sweet.
before that, we are going to focus on a date.
Dinner date.
I don't know if Aura knew that it was a romantic date because of flubs that she made in initial rolls for that. For all you know, you're just invited to
Farm.
yeah, you're just invited to Janest's farm to have lunch. That's probably what you
Just
know.
see Lythander there as a bird, or just a random bird. What do you mean, Lythander? He's not here.
Aura will sit in silence looking at chickens for 5 hours.
Pedro struts her about because he's hot stuff.
Pedro roll for build. Will!
So what do I use for Pedro build, Will?
What's in by the way, what is in
that's 6 successes for Pedro.
what is
build
in
as well.
Janest's farm?
Comically large fields of plants that do not naturally grow in this section of creation. Giant stalks of bamboo and wheat intertwining to a barn about 10 feet in the air where she has set up a dining table.
Sweet.
There is a ladder set down, of course, so...
You know, this is a mighty impressive place you got here.
Oh, thanks!
I
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and I've never seen any. No, I've never really seen any of these plants before. It's quite a rare sight.
Yeah,
really?
It usually grows further up east, like by the pole of wood. It's called bamboo. It's real neat. You could use it for a lot of stuff.
Oh. Right. Pretty sturdy.
And the best part about it, she takes a little sprig of it and chops it up. It's food. You could eat it.
You want to see how bendable this can be?
Well, how do you do? I wonder how you even chew this damn thing.
Oh, you're not supposed to eat it raw. You cook it first. It's one of them plants.
Right, that makes a lot of sense.
Here, let me show you. And
Well, tip.
she starts preparing a lunch.
Alright, we're going on the panda diet now. We're just gonna grab a batch of bamboo and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the common elf.
Lythander and Aura, please make either your choice of awareness or sagacity rolls. With
Let me check
with
my
force.
Sajat one. Okay.
I believe force is my strong.
Alright, let me check my Sajat one.
Not so strong, so I'm gonna use an excellency.
Let me quickly get in
Okay.
there.
No, that's
You rolled a 14 on a 14.
that
minute.
is... Wait, no.
Oh my goodness,
no,
that
it
is
isn't.
third.
I did
Oh,
incorrectly.
yeah.
So,
below,
four-
darn
That's
it.
still pretty good. That's 1, 2,
5,
3,
6.
5
No,
successes.
No.
That's still really good.
10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, 10's
Yeah.
only double.
So I have 1, 7, 2, 7,
1, 2, 3,
a 9,
4, 5.
2.
You're counting 6 as... Oh, you're not? Hold on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Plus
5. Yeah,
the
5
2
successes.
The 10s.
4 successes.
Yeah,
Well-
oh yeah. Sorry, why is my brain
right, sorry.
Why is
Yeah,
my
7
brain
successes.
dying today? Yes,
I know,
you're right.
same.
I know I did it incorrectly.
Hey,
but-
Lythander.
No. You're
something's
fine.
wrong. Something is wrong, Lythander. You are reasonably high up, and it is not really close to summer. It's far closer to fall in this time of year, the harvest season. Why is it so hot in here? The main thing that you could tell is probably there is some local source of fire essence that is heating up this place way hotter than it should be. Not sun essence, specifically
Isn't
fire
Janest a
essence.
Fire
She's an exigent
No,
of the
she's-
harvest.
Plant. Funny,
Likes to
funny
be
plant.
planted in reality, I guess.
Alright, for Aura, you know that it's hotter than it should be, but it could honestly be a quirk of whatever
I'm
magic
going
Janest
to,
is going on, and also she is cooking up a storm.
fly to,
You sure picked one heck of a season to be eating outside.
I'm going to fly off
Whew-wee.
for a second.
I pop my jacket off.
I am
Okay,
going
you
to
fly off.
land on Gavel's shoulders and say, "Some bullshit be happening. Some bullshit be happening."
You're going to have to be a
It-
lot more
it's
specific
very
than not
hot.
at all.
Yeah, I imagine this comes as Gavel is doing some
It is
important
extremely
paperwork
hot,
to...
and this is from a
Mhm.
fire extragent. This is not normal fire. That fire.
I see. Well, indeed. Well, what are you and Aura going
What
to
are
do
you
about
going to
it,
do
then,
about
dear?
it? You're the one with the brain.
Well, you know it's a fire exigent, so until at least we know more than just that, all we can do is keep our eyes open, keep on our toes, and try to, make sure we're not, about to get stabbed in the back
Fair.
again.
I fly off.
Okay, and as Aura pops her coat off, Janest looks over and then turns back, heavily blushing.
Lythander is now going to start singing in Bird, "Love is in the Air Tonight."
Ah,
Would you like
Okay.
a performance check?
that's hard.
Alright.
Yeah.
We're going.
Alright, so I'm not using my excellency here. 8 successes.
Phooey.
That is so amazing.
I have wasted my good
You're getting-
rolls.
You're getting
I
Octavian
have
rolls here,
wasted
man.
my good rolls. Prepared for me to be crying in 10 minutes.
You're singing. Not only does this provide a good romantic backdrop, all other local birds pick up on this
Nice.
too. Aura, you're now in a Disney princess number, with all local wildlife starting to sing along to this backing track that Lythander has provided. And beyond that, Gavel, far in the distance you see a local god who is drifting in the direction of wherever Aura went.
Oh.
Lower
Would I be
essence than you, so wayward divinity.
Weird
oversight.
bird.
Okay.
Weird birds, huh?
You're not gonna be amazed that I actually whistled that almost perfectly.
That's really good, actually. Yeah.
Or no, I like it. I'm just interpreting the character.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. So there's a god
Yeah.
heading towards
Freaking
Aura.
birds.
Mm-hmm. And for the
What's up with
appetizer,
that?
Janest lays out a course of fresh baked nut bread.
No.
Not bread.
What?
Oh man. You know, I used to back in the day. I used to
Not.
have a lot of this back when I was when I used to live in Shampoor. It was my favorite thing to get after a long day of it was my favorite thing to get after a long day of procurement. It was just nice to have like something low carbs and that was like still okay on carbs but not super high on fats. Important for me to keep healthy at that time. I feel like that need, that kind of instilled an important value in me. I was happy to have a lot of people who valued a good meal where I grew up. That's something I want to instill, on other people, on communities.
So you're from Shampoor, right?
Yeah, or at least I was born there. No, if I spent my life just about everywhere. A good share of my life.
Yeah,
just,
same here.
just
I've
about
been
everywhere.
all over creation since Ten Sheaves passed on. Rest in peace. I don't actually
Right.
know if gods go to the same places we do when they go.
Sorry for your loss.
A part of him is still here, she says, taps. Literally, he bound himself to my soul.
Oh. Wow.
I mean, it's kind of how it works with all chosen when you think about it. See, the thing about exigency especially is that diminishment hits harder. Like, your boss up there, he shot out about a few hundred of you and is still up there shining away, but Tenchi's was only a little god of a field, so all they could do was old me.
Aura nods in what seems like understanding, but secretly begins wondering if the sun watches her pee.
No. I will explicitly say no, Sol Invictus respects the sanctity of the bathroom.
Thank goodness.
Luna, on the other hand.
Different story.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you, glowy boy. But not too long, or it'll burn my eyes off.
I don't know if sunglasses have been invented yet in this setting either. Regular glasses, yeah.
Tell me a bit. Tell me a bit about what you do around here. What's a typical day in the life?
Yeah, standard wandering champion stuff. See, the thing about us is, another thing about Exigence is, they always pick us for a purpose. I don't know how it worked for you, but I understand that with you sun folks, or even the dragons or moons, you don't get much communication from the higher-ups. For Exigence, we know exactly what we're picked for. But what do you do once... In my case, I had to stop a big old horde of fairies from flattening my hometown. What am I supposed to do once I actually, beat them? And I did, and now I don't know what else to do with my life. So I just kind of wandered around the next couple years and tried to make something of myself. Fit right into scavenger land, so there's a lot of types like those wandering around. Though, was around Great Forks that I realized there's some issues involved with that. See, the issue about wandering into people's tombs and looting them is that those tombs belong to people.
Right, naturally, yeah.
Yeah, like, unless it's like your future self coming to reclaim your past self's shit, there's basically no good reason to wander in and steal an angry ghost's treasure and probably trample all over a people's sacred sites.
Yeah.
Note, you guys back in Act 1 were explicitly raiding your own tombs, so that was okay.
Indeed.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. We're one of the good
We're
ones.
one of the good ones.
As they say.
Okay.
Ethically. We are
No, we're not.
ethically tomb exploring.
Also, it wasn't
This is,
anyone's societies. It was a volcano island in the middle of nowhere.
We don't.
Also true.
We're not grave robbers. We're just using our tombs as storage facilities.
We were using them as a loot box, you see.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we bought an extra retainer in the tomb. We send money to Square Enix so we can shove more orichalcum in there.
Oh, goodness.
Excellent.
So, Great Forks is like highest population of gods anywhere in creation outside of upstairs, and with them comes a lot of exigence and a lot of adventure, and a shitload of corruption.
Ugh, you're telling me.
I thought that it would all be like me and all picked for righteous purposes to defend creation and all that crap. No. Turns out there's a black market for exigencies. Like not for us like as people, for the sparks that light us up. Like exigency is a physical object. It could be stolen.
Ugh. Oh, dang.
Yeah. There's a good amount of them there, and a lot of them are traded for some pretty messed up shit.
That's very scary. Wow.
You kill one slaver and you get and you get ran out of town.
Damn. Yeah, the fact that there's an entire market out there for putting great power in the wrong hands is, let's just say it does more than just not sit right with me.
Yeah. There's some it's all from upstairs, because your boss is the one who approves the exigencies. The way I get it is, the god prays to the sun, and he decides whether or not to put the stamp on. After making him fill out the waivers of, hey, you could explode if you put too much of yourself into this, and you probably will.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Well, I feel...
You first, sorry.
Though I fear that, well, I was just saying. It feels like, I've been questioning recently, why it is that people exalt to begin with, since there's so many different kinds of people, different kinds of exalts with all their different purposes and all. Not all of them are the most keen on keeping the peace and maintaining balance of right and wrong and all that. I've found over my travels. So part of me has been wondering what where the process has gone in time, how this has managed to go so wrong, and how so many of us end up with these god complexes, so to speak, that reigning supreme over all of creation is their birthright or something. I don't know. I feel like in a perfect world, people like us don't really need to exist. It's feels like a lot of responsibility to just lay on any one person's shoulders out of the blue.
It's getting a little heavier than I thought. It might just be the humidity talking, but maybe a conversation to save for after dinner in any case.
Right. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Carried away. Anyway, let's eat. I'm starving, and also incredibly hot.
Yeah, let me open a window, and she pops up in a window, and some more birds flying. Oh, wow, there's a lot of birds today. Oh, wow, there's a lot of... Are they all singing in unison? They are.
That's freaky. I don't like that. The mood has become soured from this happening.
Janest turns on spirit cutting glance.
Lythander is no longer there.
She looks out the window. Well, she's not looking in Lythander's direction. She's looking at the window where she sees a local seagull-headed god just kind of staring down at her. Hey, what do you want? This is a private meeting. Just two friends at dinner. Go on, get out.
Jeffrey.
This is privacy. Nope, you don't get the voice of this character. It's an insult and a bit joke anyway. She with the butt of her scythe, she starts shooing it away like one would an actual seagull and not a god.
That's funny.
Yes. Come to think of it, I think I've seen that seagull before.
Hey! Oh, come on, man, I just wanted some prayer. Well, you ain't getting it now, are ya?
Can you spare some prayer?
Come on, I'm hungry down here. I need to eat.
Is that the one with the blood baboons? What was that?
No,
From Fae Island?
I think that one's further west.
Sheesh.
Because he's a war god, yeah? I think he's in that
Something
spirit
like...
court of Ahlat, the South war god. Because each direction's got one of them.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, they got similar eye makeup, though. I guess.
All right. Well, let me see now. Where's your kitchen by chance?
Oh, I don't need one. And she's been cooking with her bare hands this whole time.
Oh.
How do you do that?
Magic.
I don't know what I was expecting, but sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
Currently, she just rubs a piece of raw meat together in her hands and it begins to cook. The meme of slapping the chicken so hard it instantly cooks, but with steak.
I actually had a good idea. So,
What's up?
depending on what you got here, I have an old family recipe. I like to try out. And then I pick out, I look over for a familiar fruit until I find a orange.
Okay, small mandarin.
If you cook, these actually taste surprisingly good with meat, if you can believe it. Fairly bittersweet, not too tangy, just right.
I'll give it a shot, and she shucks it with her bare hands and slices it up with her fingernails. How did she do that? And is rubbing them alongside the meat in her hands.
This is a treat. This is a good time. I needed this. It's been a stressful few weeks, to say the least.
Hey, Lythander, it's getting even hotter in here.
So take off all your clothes.
Lythander is going to try to scout out why it's getting...
I'll reveal. It wasn't an exigent, I should note. There's a fire elemental nearby. Somewhere.
I'm going to try to track it down.
Okay, go ahead and give me another, force plus sagacity or awareness roll.
You gonna find it.
I'm going
Can I also roll that?
excellency.
Yeah, you could also give it a shot.
I'm going to be doing swan dives.
Well,
Four successes from Aura.
I'll have a counter roll from the elemental.
Dang.
2 successes for Lythander. 4 successes for the fire elemental.
Solars win ties.
There we go.
It's about the point when it reaches about 100 degrees in here, Aura, that something is wrong. You feeling unnaturally hot. And not just physically. You're only early in the day and in dinner, and you can't take your eyes off Janest. Like, you actually need to dip into integrity charms and magic in order to break the object of your current attraction, I'm assuming, towards. And she's having a similar issue. Like, she appears to actually be having difficulty tearing her eyes away from you to look at the food that she is preparing. Something's off, and something is wrong. The enemy is going to roll with penalty to instill emotions, to instill stuff into you guys with the remote magic.
I'm ready.
Oh boy.
I'm fucking ready for this. Hold on, where is the damn thing? That's 2 successes. That does not beat my integrity of my resolve of.
Well, you still feel all that magic in that case, but you brush it off with your spiritual defenses. You do detect. Wait, someone's trying to do a mind whammy on me, and it has something to do with romance. What? It is not creating emotions raw, because this was already a romantic dinner, even if you did not realize it. But something appears to be taking advantage of that, and your clothes start to actively smoke.
Oh, geez Louise. This is not normal.
Usually there's something.
Do I have an inkling of the direction? Okay, now here's I'm gonna do it fucking detective style. Here it is. I'm gonna do a JoJo thing.
Do it.
Janest,
Yeah?
don't. I'm going to pull out my gun. There's something weird. And one of our clothes is gonna start smoking. When you see the smoke, I'll shoot in the direction where the smoke starts sprouting from first. There's someone trying to There's someone trying to mess with us.
Why do we have so
But I
many
need to
friggin'
learn-
voyeurs today?
I'm gonna try something weird. I was gonna say I pop my vest. So I'm only wearing my undershirt.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and see if this fire elemental, what his fire elemental's intentions are, but I'll also put the vest like passing the vest around, like between each of my hands to see if it starts getting set on fire.
3 successes from the fire elemental.
It
What
does
is-
not appear to be getting physically hotter. Whatever it is, this is something that targets the soul or the mind or whatever you want to call it.
Then how do I tell where it's coming from if I can't even turn around?
What did you roll exactly for your last check?
Nothing. I rolled awareness
you rolled
and
4
force
successes.
last time. Yeah, I rolled
Follow
4
the wind.
successes. Follow the wind.
Or rather, perhaps the opposite direction of the wind is where the fire would be blowing from, because the smoke is starting to drift off westward. Or sorry, eastward, I would be here now.
Aura shoots wet. Aura points her gun west and shoots.
Unfortunately, a fire elemental is kind of immune to fire.
But is it immune to water? I pull out the moon bow and shoot.
Well, you don't actually Well, alright. I'll give you this. You see some sparks on the horizon as something several hundred feet away, long range in terms of narrative combat. We're not getting into direct combat, this is intrigue stuff, though. Darts out of the way and appears to fly higher into the sky behind some of the clouds.
Does it stop?
No.
Does the thing... Oh, god damn it. Lythander!
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Go get him!
Lythander
You're a
is trying to
dog
fly
now!
towards it.
Okay, go ahead and give me a finesse plus athletics.
Oh, okay. Finesse.
With a stunt, because you're in a shape that would benefit that.
Athletics, you said?
I think I know.
Okay, so that's
Yep.
You know,
5 with the stunt. That's
Um,
7.
I'm sorry, Janest, for getting you into this mess, but I think I know who the culprit
7
of this
D10, 7
little
greater than.
charade is.
Yeah,
Oh!
I knew it.
That is 3 successes from the
Lythander has that.
elemental, 0 successes from
This
Lythander.
is going to sound really fucking weird, but I am opening Aura's sheets to check her intimacies in regards to what's going on with Lythander here.
What?
It'll make sense in a bit!
Oh, what?
Okay, alright.
As part of the botch here, it is going to get a free usage of its ability, Spread the Flames. Wait, actually, Aura, what is your base resolve? 4? Okay.
5?
Oh, okay, then it succeeded on Janest, then, because her base resolve is 3. It was just doing a read intentions on her with a prior roll to find one of her intimacies.
Does she get my integrity bonus? I never turned off Sun King Radiance.
In the few days it's been since then, you haven't turned it off?
I never turned off Sun King Radiance.
Okay, in that case it's going to change plans, because it didn't get any of her intimacies. It's gonna do
And I gain 2 power, 1 anima, and 1 will.
Alright, yeah. It's going to get a reflexive read intentions on... Actually, it's going to do a reflexive instill on Lythander because of that. Let me pull open Lythander's character sheet so I can know what best that would correspond to. First, let's have the die roll. Oh,
2 or 3 successes.
that's a
Or is that-
failure,
no.
I think, because Lythander actually bought a integrity
I
dot.
did.
Ooh. Ooh. That's 2 successes.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Lythander, as you fly towards the thing, you can immediately tell whatever it is it's trying to influence your mind. Specifically, what it is trying to do is, it's trying to make you feel... Wait, why do you feel... Okay. As you fly, you crest over the clouds, and in the distance you see the shining spars of Kahamthahar, the glorious city and the capital of Prasad, a wondrous jewel of the south with so many riches and treasures. And why are you gushing about a city you've never been to? Moreover, why are you gushing about a city that you hate? This thing's trying to make you, to instill an intimacy of admiration towards Prasad.
Oh my goodness.
Specifically, whatever this entity is, it is trying to make you like your enemy. And from having an integrity high enough, and from that terrible roll of only 2 successes on 9 dice.
I mean, hey, I can't blame them. I've rolled 0 successes off 7.
Luckily, your static
Yes,
numbers
luckily
are
I
keeping
do
good
have
right
the
now.
static.
From further information and from slowly healing amnesia, I'll give a bit of details as to what the hell you're looking at. This is a fire elemental known as a heart flame.
Oh.
It is a fairly powerful fire elemental that specifically stokes the emotions in people's hearts. It can in fact stoke emotions so hot they burst into flame. And it can also copy emotions between people, causing the passions of fire to spread. In this case, the passion of patriotism. Artificial patriotism.
Propaganda.
Yes. We found the propaganda elemental.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to be a flame in the shape of an anatomically correct heart flying through the sky. Not the colorful Valentine's Day heart, the shape of an actual human heart on fire.
A for real heart. All right.
Yes. At least this is what this particular one looks like.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I've seen enough of these. Oh boy.
Lythander, what do you do next?
Do I know where that was coming from?
It's hiding behind cloud coverage right now.
I will try to find it.
Alright, go ahead and give me another, force plus awareness roll.
Okay, and no stun, I'm guessing.
Unless you could think of a creative way to suss it out.
Force plus awareness. Okay, so that'd be 7.
Oh wow, it botched its stealth roll.
Ha-ha!
Oh my goodness sakes. The redemption arc.
2!
Man, low rolls today.
No,
What the
no.
hell?
That's
it's a couple
hilarious. Oh goodness.
Hey,
yes.
Lythander! Speaking of contact between Chosen and their patrons, the moon is rising a little bit earlier than it tends to, but hey, it's hard to keep the moon on a schedule, and in real life you see the moon during daylight hours somewhat frequently too.
Mm-hmm.
The moon appears to be outlining the shape of this entity. It's hiding fairly well behind cloud coverage, but not from the angle you're coming in at, and for now it's blocking out just enough cloud and sun coverage for you to see this thing clear as day. Not that it knows, it thinks it's hidden perfectly, as it rubs its aorta together frequently as, yes, lesbians.
It's the Yuri elemental.
Oh
I'd
no.
like to build will.
Go ahead. Pedro built 3 will for you already earlier.
This is going to be
Let's go.
through songs and dancing as a bird, so that it wouldn't actually be tracked.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and add a stunt.
6.
Recording volume's a little low. Oh, that's 3 will. That's 6 total. And we're not gonna go into combat directly a session, so I could just say that you impact it pretty hard.
Oh no, I think I have something. I will try to build a little bit more will.
Oh, okay. rather than doing that. Let's have it roll to see if it notices you. Paying attention to details. Pool of 7. Make a contrast any attribute plus stealth roll against that.
I'm not stealthy, so this... I don't think it could beat a 7 unless the dice are full of grace today.
Kind and full of grace.
5 plus my stealth.
Why
which
is
is 4,
why does
so I have
wait
9
why does
dice.
he roll stealth?
He's trying to stay hidden from this thing.
Wait, he's
Damn.
trying to stay hidden from
Yeah.
this thing? Okay.
So they
4
see the
successes
bird.
from Lythander.
Yeah, they do see the bird.
Tweet, tweet, tweet.
And how much will did you build with the 12 dice? 6 successes, so another 3 will. That should put you at 9 will.
I didn't roll that roll yet, sadly.
Oh,
I'm going to
okay.
use the sagacity, though.
Go ahead and
Or
roll
I'm
that
going
then.
to use the moat for
Okay.
5.
5
Wouldn't
successes.
that be 3?
2 more will. Oh, sorry, 3 more will. Yeah, 3 more will. So you're at 9 will.
Kill.
Better than kill. The stars change to... Or the sky changes to pitch black. For I cast upon Wheel of the Turning Heavens!
Tell it what it does,
Uh,
Charlie.
When the sorcerer casts this spell towards the darkened sky, it creates... is it dark? I'm overlaying it with stars from the underworld.
Because of the moon coverage, because of the moon and cloud coverage, it's just dark enough.
Any sentient
Let's
creature
go.
can receive the display, forget and forego their current actions, staring at the moon in awe, or mute in awe. Exalted and other Assassin's Wielder may break free with a Force plus Integrity roll difficulty 6. During a combat scene, failing to break free requires characters to flurry, staring in awe with their other actions.
Wow.
Is Aura looking out the window right now? Janest is, and she's like, "Wait, is it up?"
Well,
No,
then you-
I'm having
Wait, then
the
you
stars.
wait, didn't you
right,
say we couldn't
kill
look at
this
each?
bitch.
Didn't we say? Then you literally say? Yeah. Didn't you literally say that we couldn't stop looking at each other?
That was as the Heart Flame was trying to do that mojo on you. Once you overcame it, that's you
So
snapped
right
out of
now,
it.
I'm having the stars
Oh,
spell
okay.
out where he's at and what
I guess
he's
I'm
trying
also
to do.
looking at the world.
Constellations
Yeah.
pointing at the Heart Flame in the sky as. Let me roll to see if it can snap out of its own passions. Probably not, but
Probably
No.
not.
that's a botch. It's
That's
fucked.
hilarious.
Rex, I'm sorry. I just wanted the will to do something like this.
You did it.
I know.
And you succeeded.
I could have.
Mind you, it takes a bit of time before you can look at this absolutely dazzling display in the sky to see that the constellations are currently forming arrows to point. Oh wait, there it is. Janest is also in a similar state of, oh, it's real nice out, and suddenly at some point you notice you're holding her hand.
Yuri on ice.
Yuri on fire, more like.
So you have found the entity, and it is currently frozen in place. However, you're holding Janest's hand.
What does Aura respond to this with?
Also, Gavel, are you looking at the sky? Well, you might be busy with...
Wait.
Okay, hang on.
So wait. So I randomly show up holding her hand.
No. At some point, while you two were kind of hypnotized, the remaining, romance magic, she walked over to the window with you to look, and at some point, like, your hands kind of snaked into each other. Oh, shit, sorry, she lets go. But she still can't stop staring at the... Oh, this is some magic bullshit. Is that your friend?
Probably. I've never seen him do this though.
Lythander is just screaming.
is, I feel like this seems a little excessive. Is he saying do it to me, or is it...
Kill!
Well,
Kill!
me? Okay.
Well, I hate me voyeurs,
Okay,
so let's
shit.
take care of this guy before,
Alright. I pull out the moon bow and, fire.
go ahead and roll me, finesse plus ranged combat.
Remember, even being attacked, they must make the will save.
Yep. Oh my god!
That is 9 successes
With the 1 accuracy also, so 10.
from 1 Miss Aura.
Oink.
Are you shooting it into the field of flowers, or are you curving the arrow to not of flowers, of wheat and all the food? Because this seems to be a hazard, and you realize as you're taking aim is if you shoot it down, you could set an entire city's worth of supplies on fire.
Right. Well, didn't I say that this thing was like a water-based
I believe you did,
weapon?
yeah. Adamant
Yeah.
and blue and black
My-
jade.
My attack is finished. My attack summons a rainstorm.
Okay, and it puts out puts it out so it can't set the field on fire.
Yeah. My attack is
You hear the Pokemon super effective sound effect as you
summer
shoot it.
light. It's called Summer Light Shower.
Nice. Gavel, you just hear a distant scream as you're going through paperwork on working out the current status of the data and getting ready for future assaults.
Gotcha. Gavel will probably perk up from the screaming, look at Hopkins and say, Hopkins, could you check that out, please?
T poses out of your tent. As the elemental lays on the ground, dazed, any of you guys want to go confront it? Or do you just want to keep shooting it until it disintegrates?
I feel like confronting it might be a good idea.
Yep.
But, hear me out, though. If we just kill it.
Murder.
Well, Janest is gonna leap down and do a Legend of Zelda roll to avoid fall damage and point Final Harvest. Talk! Now! He's gonna do a read intentions on her.
Let's see. 3 successes.
Wyld Hunt, yes or no?
Yeah.
I
Lady,
stomp it.
lady, they bound. Lady, they bound me. I didn't have a choice. Ow!
You always have a choice.
Now get out of here.
No. No, we're gonna use them for information.
What else? What other information does it have?
I don't know.
We already know
It
it's.
might be from the Wyld Hunt, but...
Oh, it's because of the Wyld Hunt.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we don't know other information that's needed. Like... Do you know how to get a Demon Lord's penile appendage?
What?
Do you know
That's a weird fucking
how
burn.
to get a appendage from a Demon Lord?
No!
Why are you worthless?
Why are you doing this to me?
Why are you running?
Listen, the fucking Peacock Court pulled some favors, alright? It's not like I can say no.
I mean, you could.
The Peacock Court is the highest authority in Prasad. It is the ruling body of gods, god-blood, and dragon blood.
Alright, hold on. Let me write that one down.
So I'm guessing they sent you in to keep us locked in place for long enough that we wouldn't hear them coming.
No,
They
the
could
goal
get us with-
the goal was to use the emotion stuff in order to turncoat.
Wow, that they severely underestimated our ability not deal with that. It's very present. Honestly, I'm feeling a little disrespected right now.
I mean, they wanted me to go after the little guys first, but you guys were having such a passionate date that I thought I could take advantage of that.
Well, I guess I can respect the ambition, but also never do that again, or I will stomp you out of existence.
Yeah, no, you've made that abundantly clear. Can I go?
No.
Can I go if I promise to teach you something cool?
You can go if you promise to bind yourself to us.
La métane.
That's extortion!
Is it?
Hold on, what do you want to teach me?
Actually, yes. What do you want to teach us? That's the...
Is it that's rad?
It is, in fact, that's rad!
Oh my goodness. Alright.
Alright, fine. I will let you teach us.
Oh, no, not you. The scary lady with the yummy gun.
I'm going to have my butterflies invade his personal space.
Nicolas Cage with the bees on him.
So how does it feel?
The Heart Eater is going to use Faith's own Tinder. Everyone within a short-range aura of it gets a -3 penalty to their resolve against its social actions. Oh, we're gonna do this now, are ya? Alright then. Fine. I do not want to die here today, man.
I don't. I just wanted to be taught cool things. I apologize.
Hessiash's balls, you gotta beat. They really did. They really were when they called you unpredictable,
Yes.
weren't they?
Yes, they did.
You know what, though? I teach best by demonstrating.
Sure, you can use me as a... You know what? If you want, you can use me. You can
What?
use me as a subject. It's only fair.
Do I know what it's trying to do?
It is trying to use the power via to use its power to spread passions among people.
Not here. Go over there and do it.
You're gonna need to do it.
Do it.
You're gonna need some kind of presence action to convince it to not set your hearts afire.
Can I use a ranged combat action to fucking fling it into hell so it does it over there?
Yeah, sure.
So to fling it away so it does it over there?
Yes.
Here's my persuade action, jerk.
And it will use Lythander as one of the principals, as requested. And now for the Heart Flames roll action.
And I throw him. I use that, and I throw him over there.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
way to
All
get
right.
Gavel involved in the session.
Oh no. Alright. Let's see.
Let me read out what this ability is. Spread the flames. With one instill action, the Heart Flame targets a major intimacy in one person and instills an identical minor intimacy in another. The newly sold intimacy cannot be eroded for essence days. Gavel.
Yes.
Something flies past your window, and for a moment your mind drifts back to all the other weird shit you've got on the last few days, and specifically another asset of the Wyld Hunt as you're accounting and planning for in your plans, of the potential of Lythander's daughter being involved from what you're told about 100 Venom Stinger's alleged intel. And for some reason that sticks in your mind specifically, of Lythander's daughter, whatever form she's currently in, or whatever stage of life or unlife, she sounds like a threat, or not necessarily a threat, more so okay, they're trying to poach her. We should probably get her on our side. For the next few days, you have Lythander's desire to learn more about his daughter added to your sheet.
All right, would that be under a justice or a discipline?
Justice.
All right, and
And I
that's a
should note this
minor,
takes-
I presume?
Yep. This is not personality defining, but you're just
God.
really curious to learn more about Lythander's kid.
Learn more about Lythanders.
Hey, Auntie Gavel!
Oh my goodness. That's funny.
So,
All right, I've gotten it written down.
yep, and flies back, and the heart flame just kind of skids to a stop in the middle of the Deadeye, in the middle of a war drill being run by the
Now
Deadeye.
the Ashen Ones.
Mhm.
Yes, the Ashen Ones, sorry.
By the way, which one did I learn?
You need to spend an exalt milestone to learn it, but it is what he just did. Spread the flames.
That? Oh, it's that. Okay.
Intimacy copying ability.
That is insane.
It's actually just standard and still actions, but with several steps cut out. Convincing people via using other people as a template.
Mm-hmm.
It's not mind control, it's...
It's putting in a new goal.
And it does go away after some time,
Okay.
or can be eroded.
Alright,
So
so you're free to go as
uh,
long as you don't come back.
and the Ashen Ones are already chasing it out of the camp.
Yeah, oh yeah, they are. They're probably shooting arrows at it. Probably a couple of the more eager soldiers are getting their trebuchets ready.
Yeah, Dark-Eyed Stargazer has already, with one look at this thing, he dumps an entire emergency container of salt he keeps by him, and the elemental was already materialized, but now it's extra vulnerable as it's essentially been doused and covered in ritualistic salts. Make it flare all sorts of weird colors, and also make it a bit more vulnerable.
Oh boy. I'm presuming Gavel hears the commotion going on outside.
Yeah.
Gavel's gonna step out of the tent or rather out of her home and look to see what is causing the commotion.
You see a bunch of your men in a circle stomping the shit out of what looks like a human heart on fire.
All right. Show's over. Gavel's going to approach the giant heart.
The giant heart takes one look at you and starts using Hurry Home.
Aw.
You have a few turns to either kill it or ask questions before it goes away.
Let me look at my charms
so
real
what is
quick.
it doing?
Hurry Home, the spirit teleport away charm.
Let's see. Can I... I don't think I could technically use that one. Where is it? Actually, no, I can't technically use that one. Oh well. Gavel's just going to approach this thing and say, "All right, now I'm going to either kill you where you stand, or rather where you lay, right now, or you can tell me what the fuck you are doing at my home."
The Wyld Hunt sorcerously bound me to turn you people against each other. Or at least so dissent.
Ah, fuckers. All right. Well, considering you're laying here now, I presume that mission has failed. So what are you going to do when you return back to your bosses?
I'll tell them that your magic was too strong and that you pantsed me in front of everyone and they all laughed at me.
Good. Now get the hells out of here.
And he gets
That's
the
really
hells out
sad.
of there. What's up, Chills?
That's really
Is
sad.
Yeah!
Is it though?
And for some reason, you still really want to learn more about Red Hand Rebirth, Gavel. weird.
Man, that's so weird. That's so fascinating. I'm sure it doesn't have anything to do with the sudden stranger in the camp.
Yep.
Fascinating,
Sure.
that one.
Have you ever had a reason to show her? To show what she looks like, Rex?
Not yet. I think I have, yeah, but this is a good opportunity to repost it.
Oh my goodness.
Alright. I don't think I did post it
Okay,
yet.
go ahead and post it then.
Oh, let's see it.
Gee, okay.
I'm ready to see this art.
Alright, so let's see if it's around here. I don't actually know if you've already posted it, but even if you haven't, I'm probably just going to do it anyway. Here we go. And I've drawn a lot of things over the past few weeks. Here it is.
Quick background roll as this is going on.
Oh, that looks so rad.
The Corpse Queen.
Oh, that looks so cool.
With one of
Yeah.
Nue's severed arms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was really awkward to draw, but I'm glad I
Yeah, it
managed to
came
do
out
it.
pretty well.
Yeah.
Note, the arm
'Cause it-
length is deliberately
because,
mismatched.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rex told me specifically, no, it's actually supposed to look weird and stubby.
Lythander,
That's
this
fine.
is your kid.
That's my kid.
This is
That's your
What has
child.
happened to my kid?
this is your child.
You know the Theseus,
Yes,
Theseus's ship?
but what?
What if that's a demigod? Theseus's demigod.
Yeah. Okay. Is she here?
No.
No.
No, this is just a visual representation.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like me in my
So now that that's been taken care of, the men turn back to you, and at this point, there is a discontent. Not directed at you, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
you hear mutterings about Prasad of those fuckers always. Of course, they would send a fucking fire elemental to do this bullshit to us. It's all stuff you've heard before when you were uniting these tribes, but the sheer
Mhm.
vitriol, like, among everyone is. It's not unexpected, but there is a tinge of not desperation, but apprehension of they sent in a fucking bomb to turn us against each other. Because the other thing about Heart Flames is that they explode, and they make people
Oh.
explode when they explode,
Oh, that's great.
and they make people explode when they see people explode.
It's a never-ending chain reaction.
Yep, they sent a multi-cluster bomb after you.
Oh, that's nice. That's great.
Jerk.
The only reason
Okay,
it
I
didn't
no
get
longer-
to anything...
I no longer feel bad for it.
The only reason that it didn't get more dire is because it went after the super lesbians first, and they have
Mhm.
mind control resistances.
Thank goodness.
The gay saves the day!
Love truly does win.
Yeah! That's what I'm gonna title this episode now. Love wins.
Yeah! Oh, that's funny.
You're 100 years too early to get one over on me.
Yeah, Stargazer. So this was their plan, was it? God damn it. He refills a bit more of the salt from the food stores as he just continues muttering to himself. Of course, that's what they'd do. They'd probably, once they've scouted us, they'd come to break us all up and then separate every father from their every father from their children, every mother from their family, and ship us all up to the different fucking camps and make us forget who we are.
And
Do you
that,
think you'd ever forget who you truly are?
Stargazer, is why we're doing this. Why
Suppose
we're
it is.
all doing this. And well, it's the reason why that, well, despite our differences, it's why we're still banded together under one flag that I have brought you all under as my own little family, my soldiers, my brothers and sisters and non-binaries in arms.
Regardless of my personal objections to all the demon stuff, I will admit, better better anything else than them.
Certainly agreed.
Well then, I suppose I will get started on requisitioning more medical supplies from the city, and beyond that, there is something I wanted to discuss. I was
Oh,
doing my weekly, stargazing last night in order to prepare my magics, and there's some very ominous messages written in the stars.
such as?
There's a particular star that my people have considered sacred to themselves, of one especially for navigation, centered near almost near the exact center of the dome, close to where the sun itself rises. He's talking about creation's equivalent of the pole star.
Oh, okay.
And there was the constellation of the spear tilted at an odd angle directly at it. And beyond that, almost the entire panoply of Mars, all 5 of her constellations, pointed at us. We're being threatened by heaven.
Oh, I suppose this was eventually going to get to this point now, wasn't it?
First the Wyld Hunt, now heaven's on our ass. God damn.
In regards to your demon's power, I do hope that whatever you called forth some nights ago is able to protect against that. And from the Whispering in the Dark, oh yeah, that's what the whole Enemies to Lovers plotline's about. Who the hell is that?
Oh, yes, so that is, that's not exactly our secret weapon, but this is Novari.
Hey, what's your type? Do you like men? Do you like women? Do you like anyone? Do you like... No, I don't really like anyone. Oh, well that's boring. I'll just make you the other narrator then.
Yes, they seem to be, bit of an interesting, we have a bit of a partnership going on here, you see. And they are going to be what's going to help us win against this whole battle with the Wyld Hunt. Believe it or not.
Pairing us against them romantically.
Yes. I know it sounds odd, Stargazer. Trust me, I know it does. But I need you to trust me on this one, okay?
Well, if it's a demon of the second circle, then regardless of its weird personal inanity, then it will have some means of power to back it up.
Oh, it very much will. But, again, we will see that more in action in the next coming days.
Go speak with the other chosen in your circle. I will go do some... I have a contact upstairs of a sort. Some thaumaturgic rites I have to make contact with the spears and see if there's any loopholes to whatever heaven is attempting.
Of course, I trust you to take care of these matters, Stargazer.
And with that, he turns and heads back to his various charts.
Okay.
What do we do this time?
Everything, probably.
Meanwhile, back at the date... Oh crap, the food!
Can't,
Beep, beep,
Can't-
beep, beep, beep,
can't have
beep.
shit in the Age of Sorrows.
She frantically runs back. Okay, good. Since I was cooking it by hand, I can still finish cooking it and rub it a bit more. Voila, here's the main course.
What's the main course? Oh yeah, with the orange thing we made.
Yep, orange mandarin grilled
Sweet.
steak with sautéed bamboo sprouts and noodles, handcrafted.
What a combo.
Well, that was a weird-ass interruption. guess the Ashen Ones dealt with it, which is good on them for uniting together, by the way. Like, with that green magic, they're stronger than probably any other mortals on this side of the coast. Probably could
Well,
take...
I'm glad they decided. Yeah?
Probably could take those giants from Voliva in a fight, honestly.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad they decided to use their power to help us instead of interrupt further.
Yeah, and as this is going on in the background, and as we're going to see cut to the end of the romantic dinner, the 10 successes I rolled earlier on 16 dice was for a messenger. Hey, Lythander?
Yes.
The stars above you in the sky begin to blur. Not all of them, just a handful of them.
I call bullshit.
Specifically, you see a ripple of silver in the sky linking these stars together, as it's clear someone is using some kind of magic to reach out to you, and it coalesces into the form of the goat guy I posted in chat earlier.
Mm. Oh.
It's me.
Oh. They're hot.
You recognize this from description as the image of Mahasuchi,
Dad.
the single most famous Lunar in all of creation.
Dad. Is that you?
Yes, good. This connection still goes both ways, and as every time he speaks, you hear the chime of bells in the background.
Ah, yes, I forgot. That's your tell. I didn't... That's actually a really cool tell, though. It just means you can't talk.
Lythander of the Seething Moon, was it?
Yes, Magasuchi.
I've heard-
I bow.
I have heard a great
Wonderful.
deal about you from your Shahanya.
Nothing
Seven
good.
Obsidian Leopard.
Nothing good. I can already tell you.
I am reaching out to you because of a disagreement that has arisen on his end. He recently has laid claim to a domain and is building a manse there, but it already has a hearthstone which you possess.
Yes.
That will be a critical strategic choke point against the Empire of Prasad, as they call themselves, but we all know
They're scum.
those empires share the same face beyond their tells.
Yes, scum.
The point being is that we cannot have fractures in the Silver Pact with war ready to resume in the center and elsewhere. You need to sort out your differences with him. Whether or not that means you lay claim to it or he lay claim to it, someone needs to settle this disagreement before it spreads in the public.
You know what? That is completely fair. But I will say that I lay claim to it. They wanted to use a power that would have theoretically destroyed everything and killed more innocent lives.
That sounds like him, alright.
Which is why I think I should be the one who lays claim to it, at least at the moment.
These fall outside of my...
I know.
This falls outside the purview of the Nameless Lair. Tanisa, rather, his partner, called me in order to settle this mess as she was busy on her own ends. I have far too much to deal with on my plate right now. The point being, whether or not you confront him on the field of battle, or if you confront him via more... Yes. I would request that you not kill him.
I mean... that all depends on him. I know he was the one who taught me, but doesn't mean he wasn't a right beep.
No, the time period has passed. You could talk about the bones now.
Oh no, I'm talking that he is a right cuss word.
Okay.
That starts with a T and ends in a T. And it's British.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Okay.
But, yes,
In
no,
any-
also, he tried to take bones.
There's 2 of those, actually.
Bones, you
It has
say.
a W in it, and it's only 4 letters.
Okay.
I mean, that also technically fits, but I know which one you're referring to.
Bones, you say.
Yes.
I take it this is some kind of necromantic super weapon he was cooking up then.
Yes, that I and my compatriots had to basically kill indefinitely, and even with things that would kill... Magasuchi, I don't mean this to be, like, terrible, like, I don't mean to say that we could beat you in a fight. I'm just saying that would have ended you for a long while. It only did was make into just so that the bones could escape. If the bones were to escape, he would resurrect.
Wait. You're referring to a heart eater, aren't you?
Yes.
Earlier you claimed that it was a necromantic super weapon, but that is not the case. Those predate both you and myself.
I do have to apologize about that. I got confused there. A lot has been going on.
I have been told you have some issues in regards
To my
to
memory, yes.
a curse that was inflicted on you.
Yep, thank you, Amir.
That wasn't a mirror that did that to you?
I know, but that wasn't actually... Like, that was to see if he's around, and to actually thank him for what he's been doing.
No response.
Okay.
In any case, protect those bones. You have seen firsthand what they can do, and if he was planning on weaponizing them, then that is a bridge too far even for myself.
I knew there was a reason why I wanted you to teach me over him.
Perhaps it would have been better, he says, and you see his cast mark blur across his brow? It's the same cast as you.
See?
He's also a changed
It would have
moon.
been perfect.
Unfortunately, I believe you were geographically too far away from me when
I exalted, I know. And I,
yes.
Still, that doesn't mean you can't teach me some cool things later on.
Using this method will take time in order for it to replenish itself.
Oh no, I mean, we might eventually meet in person, and we'll do it that way.
Perhaps. I have heard tale of a gathering in Malpheus that
Yeah.
I may crash.
Oh, also, 100 I'm not sure if I like 100 Venom Stingers being right.
That is precisely the reason why we must project a unified front, and
Yep.
because of him.
Got it. That's what I thought. Just wanted to inform in case... There's been, as I said, Magasuchi, a lot of things have been happening, especially to us, that are somewhat world-ending. I don't know why it's all happening to us exactly, though. Looks into the GM screen.
It should not trouble you, then, that many of my peoples have said much of the same. Further east, further west, further north.
Did they have to fight second circle demons?
One of them did.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Yeah, no. Stuff's wild. Okay, got it. Thank you, Magasuchi.
May I ask which one?
Octavian.
Yes, that is one of the ones more frequently called
Oh,
forth.
he's never going to be called forth again, or at least for a couple thousand
I
years.
return.
We kind
You struck him down, then. For the first time, he actually, shifts from looking at kind of a impassive, high-level executive staring on a first-level employee to actually looking at you. It's like, wait, okay, this one might actually make something.
Yeah, no, well, it wasn't me who dealt the final blow, but it was my compatriots. But, yes, he is now stuck at Essence 1. Or whatever, however I could explain that in
Essentially,
more
that
terms.
his vitality has essentially been shredded, and he's been rendered a paper tiger.
Yes, we made him into a paper... We kind of destroyed his ability to last long in fights.
A lasting injury on demons, that... I would request to hear more about this story, but unfortunately our time window
yes.
is limited.
Exactly.
For now, merely Find your teacher and settle the matter one way or the other.
Punch him in the face. Got it.
Non-lethally, preferably.
Punch him in the face. Punch him in the dick. Got it.
You may punch him wherever, so long as he gets back up at some point.
He might be in a wheelchair.
That is less permanent than you would expect from
know.
us.
I know. I'm just saying. Okay.
And with that, the connection ends and the stars snap
Bye,
back to their normal
Dad.
place in the sky. No response to that.
That was a joking one. Granted, are you impressed that I actually was somewhat cognizant of that entire conversation? I am.
It was one of the big setting authorities pulling aside to have you hey, listen, champ, talk. I heard some professional complaints about you, and we need to do your performance metrics.
Yeah. I think I did a good job.
Yeah. Meanwhile, back at the romantic dinner, little red bean cakes are being served as dessert.
Ooh!
Haven't had these.
Lythander is going to take one.
I haven't actually had
and-
these before.
Where the hell do you come from?
Hello. Tweet.
Lythander, you really need to stop.
Tweet.
Lythander, you really need to stop showing up like this.
Oh, yes, sorry, just got off the phone with our higher-ups, and, we need to go see my teacher. We need to break his kneecaps.
If you want a red bean cake, you can just ask. I'll pack them up for you.
Oh, hi there, Janest. Sorry about crashing this for a second. Lots of things are happening, as you could probably see from outside. I pointed the distortions.
She gets stuck looking at the sky again. Ooh.
I put all the red bean cakes into my pouch.
Okay.
No, you don't.
I point at the sky, looking at Aura and saying, "Look."
Aura, make a fortitude plus integrity roll to resist hypnosis.
Actually, counter argument. Lythander, make a presence roll to resist my resolve.
Okay.
A presence finesse roll.
Presence plus finesse. Alright.
Actually, I don't know if presence or sagacity. Probably sagacity. Since you're trying to trick me.
5 plus 3, so that's going to be 8, but I'm going to make it 13.
Okay, that definitely breaks through my resolve, so I have to use, I have to roll against you.
9.
Yeah.
Successes from Lythander. My cup is
Except-
blocking the screen.
It happens.
Except, no I don't. Spirit maintaining maneuver.
Oh.
The once foreseen no button. Over fucking dessert!
You won't.
No, these are my cookies.
I also gain 1 will, 1 anima, and 2 power due to Sun King Radiance.
Oh yeah, that does synergize off of itself, doesn't it? Nice.
Is it too much to ask for you to simply ask for one? I could keep them. I could give them to you if you just ask.
May I please have a red bean cake?
Yes.
Wow.
I take the entire thing and swoop away.
Okay.
Oh, he got one.
What? Oh. God damn it. We're gonna have a talk with your friend about boundaries.
Yeah. We've had a
I now have
couple.
Jan's shape.
Fuck you do.
That
my
wasn't my
goodness.
plan, but that's the thing. That's how
Yeah,
I
you
just kind of ended
you
up that
successfully
way.
tricked her.
I successfully tricked the DM too.
Yeah?
Do I have to take the shape?
You don't have to, but you can.
Will taking the shape, will they know that I take the shape?
No.
I'm taking the shape.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured.
I think
If there's no
Lythander is,
downsides, I'm gonna take the shape and put it in my
you know,
back pocket.
I'm starting to think Lythander might be what do they call them? Starts with K? Kleptomaniac?
Yeah, when it comes to faces.
I think when it comes to everything. He's tried to steal my hat and my gun multiple times. He keeps trying to steal coins from the fountain. He once tried and failed to steal Gavel's shoulder pads. Anyway, he has a permanent scar on his left cheek now, thanks to that.
By the way, Gavel, when you come back to your tent, you hear scuttling across the ground.
Uh-huh.
Clicking and, like, metal slapping across the ground as if heavy men in armor in full plate are stomping towards you. But
All right.
lighter somehow.
Okay, it's time to check that out.
It is a severed metallic arm holding a pair of orichalcum gauntlets in its hand.
Let's go!
Lythander swoops down.
Give me a force plus physique check to lift those. Difficulty 5.
Force plus physique, you say?
Yeah.
Gavel's going to instinctively slap the bird away, not knowing it's Lythander.
She's just so happy
Force
she
plus
has to slap the
Force
bird.
plus
Force
athletic.
plus athletics. No, that's for Gavel.
Oh,
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I have decent force at least. 1, 2,
4
3,
successes!
4. No!
It's difficulty
Gavel
5
just-
to lift the gauntlets away, don't worry.
Oh,
I just
Gavel.
swoop down and land on the gauntlet. I
Gavel
wasn't
is
going
just
to
so happy she needs to
take it
slap a
away.
bird.
Let's see. I just wanted to see. It would have been 2 successes. That's funny.
Okay, you don't manage to shoo the bird away, but neither is the bird able to lift the gauntlets.
I'm just gonna stare at Gavel in their eyes and go tweet, 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 tweet,
Oh, it's you.
tweet, tweet.
Lythander?
Hello, dear. I have some news. We have.
I'm sure you
to
do. Get off my
kill
gauntlets.
my master, but not
Cool. I'll
kill
rip
him.
his throat out.
We
Now
have
get.
to not kill him. We need to abuse his weakness.
Yes, that's fine. Now get off my gauntlets.
These are mine.
Lythander,
Gavel.
don't
I think
make
we
me.
should eat. I think we should eat Lythander.
I'll trade you a red bean cake for one.
I will drop kick you if you try to take my gauntlets.
But
Now-
I'm flying type. Your fighting type move's going to miss, and you're gonna take a lot of damage.
I'll trade you your unmurdered life. Now get it.
Not if I
Get
use
out of
Thunder
here.
Punch, you shit.
Lythander's just sitting there like, I'm just sitting on it.
Lythan.
I'm gonna move on to
Lythander,
your
what if-
arm. Better?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
I wasn't trying to steal them.
Sorry, it's hard to tell with you sometimes, you know?
I honestly wasn't trying to steal them. I meant like swoop down to get to Gavel. No,
I'm sure
not
you
swoop
were.
down
Sure.
to steal.
I'm pretty sure you said swoop down to steal them.
No, I said
No,
swoop down.
no. It was just swoop down. There was nothing added.
That's why I was confused.
Okay,
where you're
that's
like,
fair.
I'm not
I filled in that blank myself, honestly.
Okay.
I also filled in the blank because he was a bird and I assumed he was a crow.
I will define the
terrible.
specifics of the gauntlets in between sessions, but you now have artifact.
Anyways.
You now have artifact weapon, Gavel.
Let's go! Gavel puts on the gauntlets. Thank
Clink, clink.
goodness I don't have to ruin my hands anymore.
Side
How do you eat?
side note.
How do you hold a fork now?
As you put them on, this is fresh metal, just formed off of the wild shaping technique, but as soon as you touch them, it appears to start generating some rust on it.
Oh.
A green patina on the otherwise flawless super gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's just infernal magic, nothing to worry about. A little bit of
Oh,
rust.
great. Okay. Oh, I'm going to
That's
enjoy killing people with these.
Is it?
There's a note
That's
inside
weird.
of them.
Oh,
You feel
okay.
it crunch against one of your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what does the note say?
As promised. Mobo.
Thank you, Mobo. The first kill I make with these gauntlets will be in your name.
There is also a postscript inviting you towards the naming of his grand metropolis once it's done.
Perhaps, depending on circumstances surrounding the future time of when that occurs.
Similar, in the same time frame as HellCon in a couple months.
Oh, great. Awesome. Along with Novari's panel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a city located underwater. A hydro city, if you will.
No, it's pronounced Hydrocity. What do you mean? I love that they made that argument canon in the Sonic comics. Ian Flynn rules. Anyways, back to the date. This has been a great night. I'm glad we had time to chill after literally an hour ago someone tried to set us on fire.
Yeah. Frankly, I was needing a nice fresh night like this. Honestly, we all do every now and then. Takes with all the great duties that we tend to have, it's nice to remember where we all come from and have moments of peace. These are the moments that we fight for. I find.
Now, there is...
Thanks again.
Thanks, but I do have to warn you, I don't know if I can help against the Wyld Hunt, and that's not... It's not that I don't want to help, but
Don't mention
the
it.
last time I got involved with a Wyld Hunt, they didn't declare me anathema on the spot, but I said some shit that they did not like, and that got reported up the chain.
Hmm.
And they got and my folks back home got a letter saying if I oppose the Wyld Hunt again, they'll try and kill everyone I love.
Janest, don't worry about it. You're too kind, but it's really no big deal. We'll just, in fact, I don't really want to get you involved any more than you already have. I feel bad enough almost getting you killed fighting that Octavian fella.
Nah, it's fine. It's the second time I've kicked his ass, though it's the first time someone hit him that hard that'll hit him once he comes back. First time we beat him, he just came back a year later.
Yeah, our team's full of surprises that way. We're tough. Sooner or later, we'll see through it, this matter resolved.
She leans in close. I do want to see you again, though. This has been great. And I don't think...
For sure.
I don't think that it was, like, that things, like... It was just sparking stuff that's already there. I think we have good chemistry. And
Well?
I'd like to see you again.
Well, if you're interested, you can reach me via Strix, and then you can reach me via Strix. This is around typical coordinates where my birds fly. You can send me. Just remember to hit me up.
Oh, yeah.
I can take you on. I can take you on another tour. I can take you on a tour of the. Let's see. There's an interesting commercial district close to the edge close to the edge of Champor. They call it the Anthill. It's entirely covered in these large tarps, and it descends further under sea level. It's really one of a kind sight, even if it isn't like necessarily the most impressive feat of architecture. It's a real human effort, I find. It's part of the appeal is just seeing what kind of crazy stuff you can find in there.
Yeah,
Hit me up when.
that sounds great.
Yeah.
Maybe once you get past these insane imperial assholes trying to kill you.
Yeah. That'll we'll take our time dealing with that.
I can't help directly, but I'll send a message bird your way if I can find any intel or ways to help.
Glad to hear it.
It's great to see you, and at some point during all of this, she is reaching across the table to clean up dishes and remove some stuff, and at some point she accidentally brushes against your hand again. And lingers for just a moment too long.
Hey, let's say I help out with the dishes. It's the least I can do.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Lythander
Thanks.
shows up again with red bean cakes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can do some help with dishes too.
Oh,
Thanks.
sure. I'll help.
Cock block.
Yes, because I am a chicken.
Scene cut to late.
Lythander, you're getting feathers all over the dishes. Get out. Get out. Because you're getting feathers all over the dishes. But you're impeding the process by which I have resigned myself to wash the dishes.
Fine, I'll
Steamed
help
hams
wash the
scene.
douches.
We're gonna cut to later in the night then. Probably a time to debrief after the fire shit and messages of weekly. That was lunch, and that was like the dinner with the rest of the day before the awards ceremony from the Tiger's Nest Coalition.
Yeah.
And there is something I have planned to show up if, prior to that. If you want to recap any of the stuff in the private 3 scenes that happen with each of you, now would be a good time.
I guess one last thing. So you're saying that we're leaving the scene? We're leaving Janest's place?
Yeah.
Aura leaves a napkin folded in the shape of a lotus.
The Red Lotus Society.
Oh no.
You ever noticed a red before?
With what do you call them? Aura's coordinates written on it.
Oh, that's cute. Date successful.
How many dates has Aura
Date
been
power
on?
increased.
Too many to count. Potentially.
None as far
How many
as
dates
she
has
knows.
Oh, that's
Adam been
funny.
on? Oh.
Moving on.
The Aura's date power has increased. She can now use Date Blast in
It's
battle.
almost like a Eldritch Blast, but for
But you throw dates the fruit at people.
yeah.
Back at
Oh, that's
dinner,
funny.
is there anything
You
you guys want
you just throw clothes at people.
Is there anything you guys want to say to each other before one final report comes in for the night?
The
To
group.
each other, as in
Like the 3 player characters.
So we have a lot of
The
stuff
Three
that
Stooges,
You all had
okay.
your own
on
solo
still.
scenes.
I need to fight that leopard for custody of a Hearthstone.
You're still on that?
Yeah.
Damn. Been a while. What do we got to do?
Well, He wants to make a manse, and I have the Hearthstone.
Why does he want to make a manse again?
So what needs to happen is that I need to break his legs multiple times. Multiple times.
Seems simple enough. Seems simple enough, yeah.
And then pray that he doesn't kill us.
Okay, that's... We can workshop that plan. But, I mean, he's your teacher. Don't you know anything else about him?
You're misunderstanding me losing my memory, aren't you?
Right. There's that. I always forget that you
Don't
forgot.
worry, I always forget too.
But you're gonna forget that you forgot soon.
Don't do that.
It's about time we, dealt with, El Dorado. So, you've probably caught me, talking about this a few times more or less, but, my, previous incarnation, the Golden Warlock, I believe he liked to refer himself as, he did a very, very stupid thing. Created a hell of an ambitious project that caused a lot of grief to a lot of people. That ambitious project is still sealed at the bottom of the sea, eating itself. And I'm afraid that someone might try to do something with it.
Oh.
We need an infinitely expanding city that assimilates any resources within a 500-mile radius and takes it into itself, growing in size as it feeds. The magic that sustains it allows the citizens to live eternally and not need to sleep, drink, or eat.
That
That
too.
sounds like Nirvana.
Oh no.
Smells like teen spirit, as one may
Exists
say.
They existed in a perpetual state of stillness. They couldn't progress. They couldn't even realize that their days were passing. Soon enough, they lost all joy for living and became empty husks as the city continued to expand endlessly. Through a great effort, it was sealed underneath the waves, but I fear that soon the seal may break, and that those misguided souls who might seek eternal life might use the power of the city for even more ill purposes. I don't know how we're going to destroy it, but I need to know if I can count on you to help me.
How many people do we have to kill?
Potentially none? I'm not sure who's after the city yet, but I know we've seen a couple people who are at least passively interested in it.
Like 100... Was the 100... I feel like 100 Venom Stinger was.
No, 100 Venom Stinger was only interested in me.
Who was it that wanted it?
It was the man with the sun on his head.
No, that wasn't Amir.
No, not quite. We met him at the Fae.
Oh!
At Fae Islands.
He was a goat. No, not a goat. He was, Why can't I remember
No,
the
not
names?
quite.
He makes us forget. No, not him.
No, I don't think so. I think that's the... it's some kind of... He was some kind of orichalcum alchemical who wanted to turn himself into
yes.
the city. Yeah. It's, it could come into a disagreement in due time, but I feel like at the very least with him, we have the advantage of being able to actually converse. whoever it is, if there's anyone else after the city, we might not be so lucky. But before we can even make our move, we have to figure out how to destroy something that's built to be indestructible. How do we destroy an eternity engine?
Eternity. I don't know, actually.
Well, I suppose we'll have to find
suppose
out.
we do.
Gavel, you've been quiet. Is everything
Yes.
all right?
Yes, sorry, just contemplating is all.
It's been a tough few weeks for us, so I certainly don't blame you.
I don't expect things will get any better here soon, even after the Wyld Hunt, but even beyond that, I still have faith in our abilities. That whatever challenges may come by, that we can handle them as a team, as a unit, standing together, as friends.
Couldn't put it better myself, boss.
Still,
I know.
so weird
Isn't
saying
it
that
great?
Hmm.
Don't you love us? Don't you
word. Don't
enjoy
push
our
your luck,
company?
Lythander. I would never
I never
admit
asked
to
you
it.
to, did I?
I think you just did, Lythander, but either way, no.
Gavel.
Yes.
Gavel now has Lythander's shape.
Lythander is now dead. How
Oh.
do?
But no,
How do you shape when you of in the hot food in out of?
Oh no. Oh goodness. But whatever challenges come by with Obsidian, and with the Wyld Hunt, with Prasad's whole business, even after all of this, I at least know that I'll have you two there with me through it.
Never too far behind, boss. Got our work cut out for us. All right.
You're telling me.
What's our next stop?
That's a good question.
That is
That
a
sounds
great
like a
question.
question for next time.
That is a great question. Well, there is one other detail.
Oh?
Yes.
Lythander, what are you eating right now for dinner?
Nothing. Why?
Nothing.
You're not gonna have
No,
the
I'll
little
give that
cake
back.
thing you took? Oh, that's right, yeah.
Are you drinking anything at least?
Wait, so you took a cake, you asked for a cake, you took the cake, and then you took it somewhere else, and then you brought it back?
Did you plant the cake
Yeah.
so you can make more of it
I
later?
did.
Did you plant a cake tree?
It's beans.
Oh
Beans
my
grow,
goodness.
right?
Now, did you just plant it like a dipshit, or did you
I
do any
attempted
magic
magic.
to encourage the growth of? Okay, go ahead and
All
let's
right.
take a venture.
All right. What do you want me to roll?
man.
Sagacity plus what?
First roll, sagacity plus finesse for the
Alright,
first
so
roll.
I'm gonna use a stunt. Or not stunt, but
Okay.
not a stunt.
I'll allow
but,
the first one being the comedy factor
I'm
of
gonna-
what the hell
not
you're
a
trying
stunt,
to
but
do.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Excellency. But if you're giving me
An
a stunt,
excellency.
5 successes.
Yeah, stunt for the comedy factor.
5 successes.
Alright, that clears the base difficulty of 3, but the next difficulty spot after planting it properly is you're using the wrong fucking type of magic. Necromancy is not suited to generating life at all. This is going to be a difficulty 7 check now of finding out how to grow things via tying it
With
into the cycle of death
necromancy.
and rebirth without the
So you see,
traditional
if I
life
use
energy of sorcery.
mushrooms grow on the death. So if I don't make this into a tree, but if I make it into a fungus that produces spores
Among Us.
of red
Go ahead.
pancakes.
Go ahead with
lower
a
the
stunt.
difficulty
That's
because
really
I
funny.
figured it out.
I'm not lowering the difficulty. Alright, yeah, I'll lower the difficulty to 5.
And what do you want me to roll here?
All right, let's go, lads.
Alright.
Yep.
Don't cover up the war pig.
So then I will have... This is only going to be 10d10 since I don't think I have enough excellencies left.
Oh, that reminds me, speaking of map, we're gonna have to
9.
change the name of Daedopolis. Oh!
Oh my goodness, that is
Do I
9
plant myself a red
successes.
bean tree or fungus?
Welcome to the Bean Zone.
Working on it! You successfully managed to incorporate it into a fungus rather than anything else. I'd imagine this took place earlier in the day, too. We're having a flashback to the insane bullshit you're pulling right now.
Mm-hmm.
And now for the third stage.
The mushroom boys return.
With a vengeance.
The third stage is a difficulty 10 check.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness.
A fortitude plus integrity roll.
Fortitude and
Do I have somebody that I can borrow integrity from?
I wouldn't
Sun King
recommend it.
Radiance!
Alright,
Oh
so
my
how much-
goodness.
So I can use your integrity, right? Which is...
You can use my integrity bonus. I have 5 integrity.
For the purposes of this edge case, you could add a +5 to the roll, since I'm kind of ad hocing this.
Like plus 5 successes to the roll?
+5
Oh.
dice.
Not quite, I'm afraid.
9.
That is 9
Can I-
successes.
That's really close. Do you want to think of a way to stunt? A retro
Yeah.
stunt.
Are you kidding me?
It's
That's not
10.
enough?
No, it's 10. It's difficult.
Wait a
Difficulty
second.
10?
Can I use
Yeah,
a couple
literally
of
just
successes
one
from
more
last
success
roll
needed.
of 9 successes?
Yeah, you could use it to. You could.
Oh,
Yeah, you could retroactively put them in to add more dice.
oh, let's go. Come on.
You could hit cap from that.
Even though Gavel's gonna lose her mind about this, this
5
would
more
be
dice.
very. Oh!
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's all you needed.
That is an additional 2 successes, putting the total to 11 successes for Lythander.
On this bullshit
Once
check
again.
that will reveal an absolutely fucked up evil scheme that ties into the main
How did
plot.
you know my idea?
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't your idea. Don't lie to yourself.
It's always like this. What?
Gavel is going to throw
I
a
had-
fit when she finds this.
If I had a nickel for every time Lythander accidentally found out crucial plot details way beforehand by doing a dumb bit, I would have 2
You'd have
nickels,
more than 2.
which isn't a
You'd have,
lot,
like,
but it's
7.
weird
I
that
think
it
you'd have
happened
at least
twice.
3
you'd have
nickels by
7.
now.
Yeah, but
You'd
still.
be rich, actually.
It's still weird that it's happened
You'd be
more than
rich.
once.
You immediately realize something is terribly wrong,
Really?
Lythander. Not in the sense of this project. It goes off fine, but as you're tapping into the necromantic dragon lines of the underworld, you immediately realize they've been bent way out of shape compared to what the dragon lines of creation should be. All of them, every single one of them, is pointed in towards the ocean. All of them.
100 Venom Stinger!
Every single dragon line, which is creation's equivalent of ley lines, is pointed in that direction and funneling untold amounts of power into there.
Stinger!
You just barely managed to shunt the dragon line that you're harnessing off before something on the other end pulses back at you. You are just barely able to twist out of the way before necromantic backlash emerges from it, and there's a tree not nearby in the real world. It immediately disintegrates the second the bolt of dark energy touches it. That would have dealt serious damage to you if it had hit you.
Oh.
Damn.
So you're saying that I would have planted a dumbass tree?
Yep. I mean, you still did, but you would have been hurt by the dumbass tree pretty bad.
Ow.
Are you saying that I should have got success.
What do you mean?
You did
did succeed.
in making the
Yeah,
tree.
I don't get my tree.
Yeah, you now
No,
have a new breed of mushrooms that grow dessert spores.
Gavel is going to have a fit when she finds this.
So this all took place in a flashback, so now we flash forward to the dinner scene of, what did we do today?
I made a symbiotic relationship with desserts
You-
and fungal.
You fucking what?
Would you like to see it? It's a bean and fungus.
How did you do that? You're a necromancer. There's no way you should be able to create life.
You should have. What's the opposite of a green thumb? Whatever that is, that's
A
your.
black thumb?
Yeah, sure, we'll go
No.
with that.
Thought
But
it was brown
Little
thumb, one of the guys
thumb.
in the background mumbles.
It's like
either way-
You
like a
know what? You're
blue
right.
thumb.
Here, I give them a red bean paste fungal spore.
What
Do
the
not
hell is this?
eat- do not eat
Dessert.
that.
Eat
Do
it.
not-
It's delicious.
Do not eat that.
Make a presence action to convince him to eat your creation, Lythander.
Alright, presents plus what?
Presence plus any attribute.
Can I roll presence to make him not eat
Presence
that?
or war.
I have 5 in both. Doesn't matter.
Alright, so 7.
What attribute do you want me to roll? Any?
Any.
Okay.
4
1,
successes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spend 1 mote for an excellency
Okay.
in war.
Okay.
Oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The greatest challenges this entire session have been from you three dipshitting against each other. No, not. Well, yes, you three by now.
Yes.
I was gonna say it was almost entirely Aura versus Lythander until now.
Do you know what? I will say one thing. We haven't actually physically attacked each other at all. Ever,
Besides the
so
tournament arc.
yeah, which means that we actually just appreciate these small little scrimmages against each
That
other.
did happen
Oh my
once in
goodness.
Act 1, though. In Act 1, Session 1, you turn into a snake and you ended up eating him across it, like, the cavern.
True. What's it?
True,
so
but
excellent.
wasn't that on purpose?
Yeah, it was.
Excellencies.
somewhere?
Let's see. Excellencies double the amount you get. Yeah.
Yeah, double
for
your
that
skill
particular-
rating.
Yep. Okay.
So if it's a 5, it's a 10.
Yep. Wanted to double check. 6.
I was going to laugh if he rolled rolled 0.
He pauses.
I would have too.
The soldier pauses inches from his face as Gavel glares it down and he puts it down.
Thank you.
Gavel,
Yeah,
you don't trust it? I pop one in my mouth.
Lythander shakes his head up and down, and Gavel shakes her head left and right.
Yes.
And he
Yes,
just puts it down.
yes.
No.
No. Yes. No.
Oh. I don't particularly trust what a necromancer plants and grows.
So,
Even
see,
if it's yours, I'm afraid.
You know what? Fine. More for me, I guess. I mean, I will say, though, that Janest makes a very good red bean cake.
I will take your word for that.
At least according to my spores. You see one
Are-
growing out of my head now.
Are your spores sentient?
Oh, also, the dragon line's all messed up.
The Dragon
couldn't
Lines
have
of the
start-
Underworld, specifically.
Oh. You couldn't have
Dragon Lines
started
here
off
are
with
fine.
that.
Well, you see, I found out because I decided to plant and make a fungus. So that was the important thing to tell you.
There was an enormous tree outside that was several hundred years old that is just complete ash now. The local god outside is weeping.
Oh, so that's what's happened to that tree. I thought the scenery looked a bit different later this evening. Oh, boy. Alright, well, do you know what caused these ley lines to be all fucked up?
So it's pointing to the ocean. So I'm going to say it's the 100 venom.
Of course it is.
Stinger.
Lythander, do you realize what this means?
I've created life from death.
That's not
No.
the important
not
takeaway
that.
from this.
I mean,
No,
it kind
not
of
that.
is, if you think about it.
No, not that. We could deal with that later. All the ley lines that the dragon folk prize so much have been tampered with by an outside force. They might not know about this. We can use this.
You think
To
they're going to
premature-
trust anathema?
He's anathema too. Enemy of my enemy.
They're especially going to fucking hate the fact that an anathema is messing with their ley lines. Even if it is coming
It's
from,
true.
well, another anathema.
We can end the entire Wyld Hunt right here
I hope they eat him.
and turn the entirety of it against 100 Venom Stinger.
You think that will work? It didn't work with, Octavian.
It's worth at least trying, isn't
It's
it?
worth a shot.
Considering that our timetable right now is completely fucked right now.
Thank you, honey.
Would you rather chance getting sent another death bomb?
We've already had 2 this week. We can at
I mean,
least
what's a
afford
third?
another one.
Fine, sure, you're
I've heard-
right.
I personally would like to enjoy my break rather than have it ruined by random bombs.
I would at least... no, actually, never mind that. But either way, that is something we can at least figure out in the morning.
So now for the last detail I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Lythander,
Yeah,
are you eating the red bean paste mushrooms that you grew?
I ate one.
Okay, the second you take a bite out of one, a very familiar angry face shows up inside of it. It's... it's the economy's ghost!
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Do you eat him?
No.
Okay. Once
Yes.
again, he looks like he has had the shit kicked out of him. It doesn't seem
Good.
like this outreach of him, or drone, or extension of him is on the verge of death, but you can tell he's had the shit kicked out of him, and appears to have necromantic wounds that are oozing over his entire corpus.
So, who did you, piss off?
Who the fuck do you think?
I'm going to say, not 100 Venom Stinger.
Who the fuck's... No! The fucking Death Lord that you sent me to investigate!
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
The only people who would know any of their secret weaknesses are their peers.
Okay. Whatever happened to Spiders, actually? Did he escape us?
We cut to the bottom of the ocean, where Spider
Oh,
is
yes.
lost.
Yes, that's right.
Mind you, as an abyssal, he does not need to breathe.
But it's
Mhm.
probably
However,
painful.
he has no idea where he's No. But he has no idea where he's going. He has none navigate.
So he's lost down there.
Spider.
He is
For
lost
now.
at
Spider.
the bottom of the ocean temporarily.
Lythander can
Spider
shapeshift.
is
You can find him
grinding
if you
his-
want.
Spider's grinding experience off of a local fish.
Yes. We
Local
see him next to
fisherman
a
just
whale.
Somehow-
sitting there like, our entire fishing season is just gone.
You've heard of
Someti-
you've heard of min maxing. Now time for max minning.
No,
XP.
And I'm
fin
like-
maxing.
Yeah.
He is pounding that tuna.
Yes, he is.
I wonder, considering we are scheduled to fight a cool water guy in a couple episodes time, I wonder how Spider being lost in the ocean will play into that.
That is up to you guys. You could go find him if you think he'd be a good asset to convince.
Or we can try to go
No, I
find
mean
him
just-
and kill him.
I'm I'm just trying to say that it would make sense if we wound up like in the middle of the fight. He shows up at the fight
That could also be good,
because he's also at the scene. Because he's also at sea.
Yeah.
Like,
Anyway,
I feel
cut back.
I wouldn't feel bad, honestly. I'm not gonna
Cut
lie.
back to the current scene. The only other Death Lord in this region is the First and Forsaken Lion, and the First and the Final have been at each other's throats for a while. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean he's gonna hand over her fucking secret weakness.
Well,
Yes, but if they hate each other,
Hans-
if we make them hate each other,
I wonder what we can do to convince them to hand them their secret weakness.
That's your problem, not mine. I've given the information, I'm out.
don't you still owe us?
Yeah, you are. And I shoot him dead.
Okay?
Don't you dare kill him.
He's already dead.
I need him. I need his soul to cease existing.
No, we don't. We need to make his soul suffer.
This also isn't all of him,
The economy must not be allowed to exist.
Oh, question. Would you like your bones back?
Minor intimacy.
Is this before or after Aura has shot him?
After.
We're about to... oh, okay.
After? Okay. Irrelevant then. You're asking this question to a smoking pile in your hands.
I eat my thing still.
Smoking pile.
It tastes better roasted.
Huh.
Wow.
How?
Hot bean cake.
Good question.
I mean, have you ever ate a mushroom?
I mean,
None like this.
Lythander is a necromancer after all.
This is weird necromancy magic that makes the food taste better.
I'm not gonna believe that for a second.
Oh my goodness.
This is a world of fantasy chills.
Oh.
I will choose to
The
remain
One
in my
Piece.
world of normalcy,
The One Piece is real.
where you eat food and not weird fucking mushrooms you generate from death.
Oh.
All mushrooms are generated from death, though. That's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Debatable, but sure.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Is there anything else anyone wants to pursue before we get into planning for the war arc with the Wyld Hunt?
Lubu.
I think...
Well,
Oh my goodness. I don't...
um,
Not for
I
Gavel
suppose-
personally. The war effort is
suppose,
kind of her thing.
yeah. I don't really know what I can really do in regards to this, but Rex, remember how when you were helping me dictate what would be a good backstory for you, we were talking about this golden city, and you specifically helped me by giving me like the name of an artifact that sort of did what I was trying to describe.
The City Seed, yeah, I used a thing from Godbound as an inspiration.
Yeah. So essentially, I'm trying to make some sort of like multi-session venture regarding how do you stop this? How do we stop this thing that is essentially built to be like an infinitely regenerating structure?
A planning venture, then, it sounds like, of some kind.
Yes, planning venture. Like, how do we find to
I'm
find out what the weakness is?
I am quickly scrolling down in order to determine there's a couple of different paths we could take with this. The first, and paradoxically the easiest and also most dangerous, would be to examine the city itself. Okay, I think I found the venture. This would be a research venture.
I'm in no rush, and I'd rather do this safely than quickly.
Okay. It would be, I would say you can't necessarily do this now because you need at least one repository of information, be it a particularly well-learned demon, elemental, god, or ghost, or some other, like an actual library or treasure trove of information, or a way to tap into your past lives. Since you built,
I need to find someone who died at the city.
You could also
you know how big accidents have the one survivor? The one person who died at the city.
Not a bad idea, yeah.
I have to find out how they died. How they managed to die.
So instead of the research venture, you could do a necromancy summoning venture instead.
True.
Oh.
But where's the fun in that?
Alright. So this is going to sound crazy. As you do. But I have a theory regarding the city. You know how on a
Bean zone!
You know how
I'm sorry, I checked the map.
That's fine.
Oh, did you not see the bean zone
I only
until
just
now?
looked now.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, while you were describing the scene, I drew a bean zone.
Nice.
I wonder if Jeffrey likes beans.
Unclear.
Well, he does now. He does now. There's a bean zone on him. If he doesn't, that's really tragic. He's forever saddled with the bean zone. Anyway, so back on the roleplay side of things.
Mm-hmm.
You know how whenever there's a large enough scale accident, something that sounds unsurvivable, in typical cases, there's always the one exception to the rule. The one person that survives in an unsurvivable situation. Yeah. This is typically the way, as far as I've researched onto the way gods play their tricks, this is typically the way that gods exert their power over fate. By applying exceptions to immutable rules. So, if we go by this logic, we follow it to a tragedy of eternity that is based on eternal life, there should be one person who died at the Golden City of El Dorado. And if we play our card, and if we manage to find enough ways to connect them there, we could summon them here and find out how they died. That could give us a clue about how to take down the city.
The camera slowly pans to the party necromancer again.
Hello. What can I do?
I need you to summon. I'm gonna need you to summon the ghost of the one person who died.
I'm going to use an excellency to do so.
This is going to be a summoning venture, as a note. We have just enough time before recording to, I think, play that out right now, and when you probably succeed, because there's not much of a chance of this failing, I have a earth-shattering revelation that
10
presents you with.
successes.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Spicy.
Spicy.
sweet.
That is 10 successes on the first roll, yeah, of making the summoning circle. Scrolling down into summoning, so we can actually plot this out properly. Making the summoning circle is just difficulty 3, so you could allow for free materialization, add additional qualities, or just add dice for future rolls or other stuff.
Add dice for future rolls, please.
What is materialization and add additional qualities even?
Normally, normally spirits seem to pay motes to materialize.
Yeah, so that can make it free, though, Alatos.
And additional quality. And what does additional qualities mean?
Additional qualities would mean like special supernatural tricks they could do, charm equivalents.
And how much
That
does
actually
that
doesn't sound too
add?
bad.
Like, can I put some dice into it? And
Free materialization would be 3 successes, and additional quality is 5 successes per new quality.
Ooh. So we have about like 7
You
additional
can also
successes.
increase service time for 3 successes per story.
Let's see. We have 7 additional successes, so we can do.
like, I can put
let's see. I'm
5
trying to
into
think.
dice and have I could put 4 into dice and
3 into either a materialization. Actually, yeah, do that. Do
Materialization.
3 for materialization, and then the other 4
Dice.
for
yeah.
added dice later on.
Do I add those dice into this roll, or do I have to
I see.
actively say when I'm using the dice?
You have to actively say when you're using the dice.
Alright, so I'm gonna use 2 dice for this roll.
Alright, the next roll is going to be a difficulty 5 of correctly determining which ghost to work with in the necromantic network you're
Nice.
accessing, so to speak.
4
Can I stop this
successes.
somehow with attractive.
Yes, you can.
Please.
I'm going to have Dime come over. Sorry, Nickel. I'm going to have Nickel come over and teach me the ways of money, since El Dorado was gold.
No.
Damn.
Ooh.
Something else you can think of, my man?
I'm going to point somewhere in the circle and say, maybe there's some buried treasure there. That could help it. How much money do we have?
I will allow that as a stunt because of a very different reason than you're thinking of.
Oh, okay. Darn it!
So that doesn't mean the entire project fails. It just means there's a complication.
Okay.
Like,
All right.
summon entity is unbound and hostile. The problem that...
Can I... Oh, Rex, can I aid?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because considering this involves me,
Yes,
I
you
feel
can.
like I
This
would
would
be
be
in a good
integrity,
position to
probably,
aid.
to focus
Yeah.
and think back on anything any of your past lives might remember that weren't deliberately or indirectly scoured, either from reincarnation or just blocked out memories you don't want to think about. Forceless integrity. And you could add up...
Here goes. Excellency.
You could add up to 6...
Get.
Lythander, hit... That's the cap, so roll 6 more dice. You need 1 more success.
Alright.
Please. Kind and full of grace. 2 successes.
Okay, we got it.
Yep,
Okay.
you got it.
Yeah, so essentially what I do is I'm sort of dredging up memories from my past self. Try and help
I'm
Lythander
going
keep
to
it together.
use... what's the final step now?
The final... there's 1 more step between this
okay.
and the final step. Difficulty 7 is the next step, and the difficulty 7 next step is an incredibly powerful force is opposing you.
I'm going to use my
Oh.
excellency and use 2
Oh,
of the
no.
the 2 remaining die to give me 17 dice for this roll.
Alright, and this one is rolled with
Can
fortitude
I aid again?
specifically.
Fortitude.
You can, yeah.
I-
This is also
good. I
integrity
have
for
fortitude.
aiding.
7 for me. This time I'm going to oppose back
So will that give
whatever
me a
force
20
is trying
dice?
to keep us from the truth.
Or a max out dice roll.
Depends on what aura rolls.
Or rolled a 7.
Or
I
rolled
rolled
7.
7 successes.
yeah.
So that's 4 more
so
dice,
I'm at
yeah.
cap.
All right.
Okay,
We
yeah.
at cap. Please.
11.
20.
That is
Oh, 10.
10
successes.
successes.
You quickly realize that this is final glimmer of fallen stars
Are you
opposing
kidding me?
What?
Why?
Whatever ghost is involved with this
Fuck you,
is
bitch.
something that she is in some way connected to. And she is either far enough away or is occupied with some other task that she is not able to prevent you from calling the ghost forth. You manage to slip underneath her grasp. Even as mighty as she is, she cannot be everywhere at once. Now for the
Or
final
no.
summoning, difficulty 5.
We do get some extra dice too.
You do, yeah. Now you have three. You have
extra
3
dice.
overflow to spend.
I'm gonna just use those as extra dice
Nice.
because I'm
Okay.
I'm out of motes right now.
One final fortitude. One final fortitude suggested.
I'm out of motes, so
You could tap.
For-
You could
for
tap
what
your
reason?
I'm
familiars
going
to
to
get
tap
more.
Pedro. I'm going to tap you like a blue land for this to put me at 18.
Okay.
10.
Hey,
Did it.
that's
You
10.
overflow.
That's 10.
Go.
I'm gonna leave off on that hell of a cliffhanger as mentioned.
Oh. Okay.
That's fine.
The problem isn't that the summoning it fails, because it doesn't. It works perfectly as intended. After the difficulties in summoning the economy, you know much better how to do this, Lythander, now that you've had more practice. And especially between the combination of any past life details Aura is able to provide, as well as realizing exactly who you're dealing with and planning accordingly as, okay, get in, get out, get in, get out, get in, get out! Rather than spending all the time looking for information amidst all the ghosts that you're questioning snippets of or trawling through the afterlife itself for answers. You call them forth. The difficulty is that I don't play this entity.
Oh.
Oh?
Chills does, because it's your past life.
Oh!
The first age incarnation, their ghost, is who you call forth. And that's where we're ending this session.
Okay.
With the reveal that, Aura, you are face to face with the past.
Gotta get back.
This
back
is
to the
it, man.
past. Samurai.
I must have hit some super insane zone where I just feel like I'm normal again.
Is that the voice you're giving that character?
I guess.
Yeah, we'll see if that holds up for next session.
Sure. Alright, stop
Yeah.
button is activated. Little bit of an interrupt before the, Wyld Hunt, but setting up for the endgame of FateBreakers now. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you could think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.